Welcome back to Tony Stewart Sprint Car Racing. Today we have episode 14, race at Arrowwood Speedway. Recap last time, finished 5th at Woodley, and so our sponsor objective is to get 4 top 15s in 4 races, which is going to finish off our season for us. So just need to get a top 15 in the next 2 races is like our ultimate goal, but I sure would like to win a race before the season is over, but we'll see. So I'm going to take some practice laps and I'll be back with you guys in just a minute. So I got down to a 13:32 on my lap time. Goal was a 13:91. Again, the weirdest thing to me was that the rear end ratio was at a 570, which was way on the rev limiter down the straightaways. So I moved it down to a 530 and then added a couple pounds to the rear tires. 2 pints to 12. Been doing that quite a bit. And then made just a couple little shock changes. Changing some of the... Actually, I think the only thing I changed was the left rear bump and the left rear rebound and the right rear bump. Just to kind of keep it off of the rear end so hard. So we're going to go ahead and go into qualifying. I think a 13.4 would be probably a good lap for me. If I really get lucky and put in a good lap, it'll be a 13.3. Goal's a 13:58, which the qualifying goals have been definitely the toughest for me to get to. Trying to run high this lap so I can get a good run to the line for the last one.
That's a solid lap time. 1 lap remains.
Kind of bogged down a little bit right there. It's going to be a 13:43, so pretty decent lap there. We end up 13th, starting 4th in the first heat. So we'll go ahead and see how this ends up. So you heard him, top 5 to the A, top 2 to the dash. And I have been making the dashes quite frequently lately, I think, so maybe I'll have another shot at it. Yeah, I've even gotten a couple heat race wins if you've been keeping up with this series. You can actually make a little bit of time there, high side of turn 3. I think the bottom's still the better place to be, but there's definitely some time up there on the top too.
Only 5 more laps.
So really, I kind of like the way this track races where you can do that. That high side can actually maintain at this track. I think probably I'm fast enough to get to second if I still have enough time left.
2 more to go.
See, usually on all these tracks you just have to run the bottom all the way around. But like I'm getting by lap cars here on the outside. See, I think if I had a little more time I'd be able to get up there to second. But I'm not going to make it happen here. But still locked straight into the A main. Can't complain about that too much. starting ninth. So pretty good. Goal position is 15th, just like I talked about at the beginning. I think we're solidly going to get that. It's been quite a while since I finished outside the top 15. So 30 laps here. The thing about running up there, though, is you have to keep the car really straight to be able to carry that momentum. I don't think it's so much that I'm fast up there. I think the AI kind of has a spot on exit that they kind of slow down a little bit.
All proceeds from today's racing action go directly back into the track for improvements.
Big double slide job right there. Gonna try it again into one again right here. Looks like I'm gonna get it that time. So I think I'm probably fast enough to battle for a top 5 again.
We are constantly working on improving our racetrack here, so head on down to the concession stand and grab a bite to eat.
But these guys really are fighting me pretty hard. I think right there I'm going to get it with that lap car. He tried to come back on the inside. Looks like he is going to come back on the inside right here. Really tight racing with this guy. And pretty thick lap traffic right now. So I give that guy a shot in the rear. I don't think it probably hurt the car too much. It says I'm at 96% aero. Yeah, I got hung behind that lap car pretty good right there. Yeah, that wasn't very clean. Yes, I was hoping to be able to get to the top 5, but I'm not really sure that's going to happen this time. Halfway right now on lap 16. That's what I was talking about, where they'll kind of check up on the bottom out of turn number 3. So if I would have been on the outside, I think I would have just driven right by that guy.
The drivers seem to be getting into a rhythm out there. Great job.
So that's going to put us in the 7th spot for now. He's still back there. He's pretty quick, really. He's going to look to the inside right here. He's going to take it back over right there. So this is one thing that really does kind of drive me nuts about this game, is that the AI seems to just drive off the corners so much better than I do. And I've upgraded the engine, and it's helped some, but it's just almost infuriating to me. Like NASCAR, like old NASCAR games weren't, like, you could tell your car wasn't as good as the AI at the beginning of the career mode, but it wasn't, maybe it was a little bit of lack of power, but it, you know, your car didn't handle as well, and it didn't, you know, it burned off the tires and fuel quicker, stuff like that. It wasn't always just, you're not as fast as them, you know what I mean? So that kind of drives me nuts about this game, and about NASCAR Heat 4 as well.
The dirt is really flying out there. This race is getting intense.
Yeah, we're getting lapped down at this point.
Tip of the green, 2 to go.
Yeah, 2 to go. Let's just hope we can hold on for 7th.
1 circuit left.
He was down there on that inside. I'm afraid he's going to get me right here. Yep, he's going to get me.
What a race.
Going to end up 8th in that one. Not as good as I really wanted, but
Let's take a look at the race
got that
results.
top 15, and that's really all I needed. But yeah, if you ever get the chance to play some of the older NASCAR games, whether it be like on an Xbox or PlayStation or even on an emulator, if you download an emulator and try NASCAR Thunder 2004, which is, in my opinion, like the very best career mode in a racing game as far as I'm concerned. Like, the career mode was just so complete. There was so much you could do. You know, so much changed over, well, the career mode spanned 20 seasons. Like, you start with a car that's not good at all. Tire wear, fuel consumption, like I said, didn't handle good. But over time, you know, spend money that you earn from sponsors and racing to make upgrades and stuff like that, and R&D type stuff. So it's just a really in-depth career mode, and that's kind of lacking here a little bit. Well, compared to NASCAR Thunder 2004, it's lacking a lot, but the biggest thing was the AI and how a bad car feels when you're racing AI, and that's something that I don't feel like this game does very well. So we've got $4,000 now. I know I do this every time, but I have to see if I can afford something better. I don't think I'll be able to. Nothing. So, just going to repair stuff here. As always, we get to repair the tires. And so next race is going to be Sugar Brush Motor Speedway for another midget showcase, 40 lap main event, and that monster $30,000 purse. So I'm looking forward to that one, and that's actually going to be our last race of the season. So we're going to cap it off there for our first season, and I'm looking forward to that. I have never finished a season in this career mode, so I'm kind of interested to see what all that has, like postseason stuff, or like starting a new team, or, you know, just that kind of stuff. Just any little details about the career mode that they've put in there. So that's kind of exciting. be sure to tune in for that one. It'll be something worth watching, I'm sure. I want to say a big thanks to Nathan Benson Motorsports and G-Force Chassis, DDI Fabrication, Sure-Built Suspensions, and I also want to give a big shout out to Blake Mahoney with Missouri State Construction for coming on board with us. Really excited to have him on board, and I think I can show his company pretty well. So big thanks to them, and thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.